crescent denunciation against American-style arrogance. Many countries are strongly rejecting and protesting against the World Human Rights Report made public by the United States some time ago. The Egyptian Ministry of Foreign Affairs strongly criticized the United States for impertinently slandering the human rights of Egypt. Algeria, as to the recent U.S. report which slandered its human rights issue, refuted the argument of the United States, saying that Algeria has the qualification to correctly analyze and estimate its human rights situation and mention its shortcomings. The Ethiopian government denounced that the 2013 U.S. report on human rights of Ethiopia is quite worthless, as it is annual one which repeated groundless assertions. The government exposed that the report is said to have been drafted on the basis of reliable sources and evidences of declarers, but the declarers are extremely distant from an abroad against the government. They are a handful of remnants pursuing the political purpose to topple the legitimate Ethiopian government is stressed. The Ethiopian government said that the recent acts of the United States let it reconsider the relations between the two countries and that it doubts the loud talk of the United States about the bilateral relations. China made public 2013 U.S. human rights record in defiance to the United States and disclosed all kinds of human rights abuses of the United States, denouncing it as the most barbarous human rights violator in the world and the first party to be condemned for its human rights violations on the earth. The Korean Ministry of Foreign Affairs rejects the U.S. accusation of the human rights issue of his country and exposed states as committing immoral crimes such as illegal arrest, tortures in secret prison, and illegal blockade on Cuba. Iran maintained that the U.S. World Human Rights Report is part of its smear campaign, and all human rights abuses committed by the United States around the world are an urgent issue to be dealt with at the International Court of Justice. Now the United States professes itself to be human rights judge nobody recognizes or desires because it has the ulterior intention to emphasize the human rights issue, besmirch the images of the countries concerned, and get a pretext of interference. The international community spits at the insolent United States, obsessed with extreme arrogance in invading and plundering other countries. The United States persists in all sorts of plots and moves to invade others, but the responsibility for all their consequences will go to itself. The United States should bear this in mind. You've been listening to an account under the title, Crescent Denunciation Against American-Style Arrogance. This is Voice of Korea.